Hey Jake, um, how similar or different is Ohio State's defensive front to Georgia?
Um, Good question. I would just say that they're very big up front. They kind of replicate a SEC front. Very talented linebackers, very sound secondary. So for us, it's we just got to own our game plan and trust our techniques to put us in the right position against these guys.
Our next question is going to come from Noah Gross.
Hey Jake, this game, everything it means being, half hour or so from all the guys in DFW. For you personally, what's the best part about playing this game so close to home?
Yeah. Like you said, just playing close to home. I grew up in Prosper, which is about an hour away from Arlington. So to know that, it'll be an easy transition for my parents and my girlfriend's family and stuff like that. It means a lot, close for my extended family to come from West Texas. So just excited to be able to stay in the great state of Texas and play a football game at AT&T Stadium. Um, I'm a Cowboys fan, so means a lot more to me because I'm a big Cowboys fan. So
Your next question is going to come from Josh Newman. Josh, go ahead.
Hey Jake, just given where the program was when you first arrived to where it is now, is there a sense of pride that you are leaving the program in much better shape than what you found it?
yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it, man. When I first committed to UT, I've said this a good bit, and I'll say it again. My commitment wasn't just to, for my personal well-being. It was to bring Texas back to where it belonged, in the early 2000s. So to say that I've been a part of this journey for Texas has been a true blessing. Um, all glory to God for being here, being this in this exact moment, getting ready to prepare for a historic game like the Cotton Bowl. And all credit to Coach Sark as well, because without him, he wouldn't have set the blueprint, the foundation for this program.
Your next question is going to come from Kurt Bowles. Kurt, go ahead.
Jake, obviously you guys on offense have really jumped out to fast starts, against Clemson and again Arizona State. How much do you need that same sense of urgency, given how Ohio State is playing loose and confident and scoring a ton of points?
I think everybody's objective is to come out swinging and come out fast and have a hot start. Well, like you said, it's very important. Ohio State's playing really good football right now, and if we want a chance, we got to match that and exceed that. So we got to put our best foot forward and come out swinging and come out fast.
Your next question is going to come from Brian Davis. Go ahead.
Hey Jake, just real quick, I wanted to ask about 4th and 13 against Arizona State. When those guys were creeping to the line, how much of that did you see, or was that all Quinn seeing that, or what's your vantage point and take on that whole play?
Yeah, for me, it was easy for me to see, and I was about ready to turn around and tell Quinn, "Hold up," but he saw it just in time. Um, you know, Total experience, veteran play from Quinn, just to recognize all the tips and traits of cover zero blitz and to get us in the right protection to be able to convert on that fourth down.
Your next question is going to come from Terry Middleton. Terry, go ahead.
Jake, so from your football mind, and when you look at the Ohio State defense, is there anything that they do that you guys have to adjust for in this week of practice, or is it a standard? They're coming at you with the bulls. Are they going to throw anything at you that scheme at you that you haven't seen before?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say that they have a very unique style of defense. And like everybody we've played this year, they're really good at what they do. And so for us, it's just recognizing tendencies. What blitzes match with what coverage, and then just to know, what are we going to do to match that. But like you said, their defense is who they are, and so we just gotta prepare the right way to match it.
We're gonna get a couple, three more in for you here. First from Jeff Jones. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Jake, I'm just wondering what gives you confidence that the run game is going to look more like what we saw against Clemson than what we've seen in some other recent games against Georgia and Arizona State?
Yeah, I would just say that we as an offense, the running back room, the tight end room, the O line room, we know what we're capable of, and what we put on film is not our best, and so we kind of have a chip on our shoulder with that, and we understand that there are high expectations and we got to meet those expectations. We were frustrated, but at the end of the day, we were able to win. But what we did wasn't good enough to our standard. So everybody kind of, that next day we were kind of walking around with a chip on our shoulder, ready to get back to work and get this run game going.
Your next question is going to come from Jeff Howe. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Jake, I know you talked about Ohio State defensively a minute ago, but you faced Jim Knowles, DC, when he was at Oklahoma State in 21. I know it's been a minute since that game, but is there anything that you go back to from that study that looks similar to what Ohio State's doing now, or is it just, is it pretty drastically different from what you remember?
I think there are some similarities from what I can remember. I mean, like you said, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just a completely new defense, just because of his personnel and the type of players he has at Ohio State, and so that allows him to play call differently and stuff like that. And for us, it's all about recognizing what's in front of us and then executing at a high level.
Just a couple more for you. David Eckert.
Hey, Jake. Appreciate the time. Coach Sark has kind of let us in on it the last couple of weeks, with the 4th and 13 and I guess audibling to a couple of runs for Jaden Blue that ended in touchdowns on Quinn's part against Clemson. I guess I'm just curious. What I'm asking is, how much does Quinn do that we can't see? Because we know about it when we're let in on it, but I'm just interested in your perspective on that.
Yeah, there's a lot that Quinn does, whether that's audibling routes, protections, stuff like that. There's been a lot of plays that go unnoticed where he's getting us into a slide that ended up picking up a boundary blitz that got us a first down that nobody talks about. So stuff like that, you guys may never see it. It may seem like a routine play, but to us, that's Quinn doing his job, being a veteran quarterback and leading this team by executing at a high level. So, like you said, those runs against Clemson and protections against Arizona State, those are just some things of Quinn that, really stick out when it comes to recognizing the defense and putting this offense into the best scenario.
Next question is going to come from Thomas Jones.
Jake, all-time favorite Cowboy, and who are some NFL centers you like to watch play?
I love this question. This is awesome. Okay. All-time favorite Cowboys. So I grew up in the Tony Romo era. So that's kind of my all-time favorite. Tony Romo, Travis Frederick, one of my favorite centers of all time. Also Dak Prescott from his rookie year. He got hurt, which sucks, but those are kind of my top Cowboys. Dez Bryant, honorable mention, just because he was one of the best receivers during that time I was watching him. And centers, playing right now that I really like watching, probably Cam Jurgens for the Eagles. I just love the way he pulls. I love his mentality and everything that he does. Who else? It's my favorite. Tyler Biadasz with the Commanders. I just love the way he plays. And another one would be Creed Humphrey. He's the only other lefty, probably the only lefty in the NFL right now, which, there's not many of us, but as a lefty, you can appreciate someone like that who's playing at a high level.
Hey, Jake, thanks for joining us today.
Yep. Thank you.